So it's not something like we can say yes and no very quickly, but then Chitta Mantra says it doesn't matter. You look at me, I'm one of your projection, and when they look at me, there's one projection. So once you go, other people's the projections. My name is Serkong Rinpoche. Serkong Rinpoche is there, but the way you are looking at to me, that projection is gone. So best example for that is a textbook written by Nagarjuna, one of the greatest scholar of Nalanda. So his textbook's name is Bodhicitta out. What's that? Bhagavad Gita? No. Tsenzhab. Yeah? Bodhicitta Vivarana. Okay. In that, it's a very beautiful example. So there are three. There's one person, a lady, and then her husband is looking at her, and then her enemy is looking at her, and then one hungry dog is looking at her. Okay, so then both how they see at this lady is totally different. The husband sees the lady as a wife, his wife. The enemy sees she as an enemy. And then the dog sees as a food. Maybe the very big dog, huge dog. That's a tiger. So we cannot say that first one is right and second two is wrong, because this is their own mind projection. So the Chitta Mantra, yeah, please go ahead.
All of them see a shape of something cloudy here and two hands.
Mm-hmm.
So there is something basic that the three of them see.
Yes, sure, they do have a base, for sure. But then, as there is a base, but then how they see it, how their own benefit, right? That's how they see it.
But all of them see the same base.
Yes.
So the same base
Yes.
exists.
Yes. So, yeah, for sure, because that if you ask the enemy, then you say that person's wife looks beautiful. Yeah, she is beautiful, but she is still my enemy. For sure, she will say that, right? He will say that. The same, they see all the same shape and everything. But all three exist. And then we don't need very huge example for like two people, one person, one is one best friend of him, and one is worst friend, enemy. So the other person will say he's really bad, other person will say he's very good. This is very common in our life, right? Then he has a reason that person is bad, and he has a reason that he is very good. So when we talk about projection, we use this kind of example. And then my question, again to you, is there's nobody in the room. I'm still here. Now, whose projection is that? Mine or somebody's?
I don't really know who they say.
Okay.
I'm new to it.
Yeah.
I do know a little bit Western philosophy, which what fucked me up to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So this talk is very common in Western philosophy of the mind, what do I think, do I exist, or I would say it goes to your speech about the meaning we give to things, okay, about you want to talk about what happens when no one in the room. First of all, talk about why do you care, or the importance of what happens if no one's in the room. What is the question that arises? For her, she said they still see two hands. I will tell her there are lizards. You don't see hands, don't see legs, don't see, but they still have a concept or anything that will come from that we don't know. Can come and you won't see a shape. You won't know what the human is. You won't understand legs. You won't understand nothing. So these are more questions that I can talk about, but I think they're going deeper about why am I asking what them or me thinking. You're here alone. That's the important thing. So I'm here about that.
Yeah. So the Chitta Mantra, the school is saying Tumong will Jeja. Tumong the Tumong Moima.
Common and uncommon.
Common and uncommon.
Yeah. Okay.
So then they talk about Tumong ki le,
The common karma.
common karma, and individual karmas.
Karma is action. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Common actions and individual actions.
Yes. So when you first look at me and then you feel, oh, this person, this is your individual. And then when everybody is here, I'm giving talk, everybody has their own way of looking. This is somehow the individuals, how they are looking at it. But then there is somehow, we all together are here. And this is our shared karmic. So this is, so even I am alone in this room, whose projection? Everybody's projection. It is not like this projector, is it working or not? Just, so you on it and off it, then there's no more. This is not like this. This projection is, once ever you made the karmic connection, until this karmic connection continues, this projection is forever.
There's a confusion of the language because even you are the projection of yourself,
Oh yeah?
of your consciousness.
Yes.
Because the body is not who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So even for you are a projection of yourself.
Yes, for sure. Because I say I'm the one. I am. So there should be some projection.
And it's possible for us when we see a certain person pretty much the same light. It's possible because there is a download for the same source.
Okay. Yeah. So when you talk about download, then who is downloading, right? So the person is downloading it. So you have to download something from one source, right?
Because of consciousness.
Yes. So the consciousness is getting that, right? So in order to get that, then there should be something happening in the past. That's called imprint. So what you're saying is exactly right. So welcome to Chitamanda School. So I think we should stop here or what? 12? It's 12?
It's 10 minutes to 12 now.
Oh, okay. So we have 10. So any questions? Interesting questions? Or anything?
The flow of meditation that you refer to, is it a flow of images or a flow of concepts? Is
Low?
it an analytical process or is it seeing images?
Mm.
When you spoke about processing of visuals
Mm.
in meditation,
Mhm.
are you talking about the flow of images that you just see
Uh-huh.
and you pay attention to? Or are you talking about the analytical conceptual process?
Oh, okay. So, before going into the single-pointed meditation, there should be analytical meditation, right, to analyze it. So today I'm going to, I just give you an example of His Holiness Dalai Lama's picture. So then, when you are going to, you think like I should meditate on the single-pointed meditation, then you just look at briefly and then go this, you'll forget very easy. So for that, you need to see how the Dalai Lama is in the action, in the picture himself. There it is. So how his eyes are looking, without the glasses or with the glasses. So you just focus by one. Then after that you put it away. Then there's already one image in your brain. So now you use this image. Are you getting it? Use this image in your meditation. And then if this imagination is not very clear, then you go back and look at the picture once again. And then, but then you don't expect, because we are beginners, so don't expect very clear, what do we call it, imagination? Image of His Holiness. Just go roughly. So more you do it, and then get used to it, so then you can make the picture more clear. Then it will become high definition. So then, during that time, so you won't. A sign of the perfect meditation is once you meditate, after maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour meditation, you don't feel any uncomfortable feeling on your body and then also in your mind. You're being very relaxed. For an example, we have already experienced a big meditation. When we watch a movie, so focused, if the storyline is very good, okay? So then you watch it. And normally sometimes I do is I put my hands like this for a long time, then movie is an hour long, and then I stayed there for quite a long time and enjoyed very much. Then once I take my hand and I feel a numbness, your hand is feeling a pain, but you didn't notice any pain there. So this is one sign of meditation. And then another sign of meditation is attachment. We are expert in meditation, this kind of experience. Once you have fallen in love, then every time, wherever you go, when you eat, when you sleep, it comes to you. So, one of the great masters, Rinpoche, Rinpoche, he told his students, we just have to just convert a little bit. We know, we have already experienced it. So the converting is a problem. You really don't need. You feel like you need it, but then you say, okay, then laziness is there, right? So the biggest thing to do is our laziness. So once you got a taste, you are ready to to experience very quickly. So this is a very great teachings, I think. So did I get your question right? Okay. So anybody? We have 5 minutes, I think. Yeah.
Sorry for talking too much, but one more question. You talked about the afflictions, and in the text you read from him, you talked about not being tolerant to affliction and being very assertive. So the question is, how do the look at afflictions, how do you know that an affliction is an affliction, or maybe if we look at it otherwise, it will not be an affliction? And I will connect it to India. You said in India they quit very quick. So maybe the thinking of Buddhism that not affliction is a way of looking at things, maybe that made the Indians not quit, but very easily accepting their downfalls or the things that is the question a little bit about fighting our afflictions or not fighting, accepting, not accepting.
אתה יכול?
בעברית?
בסדר,
פשוט כאילו איך יודעים שמשהו התנהגות רעה שלך, affliction של התנהגות רעה, התנהגות רעה באמת, או האם היחס שלך להפוך אותה, לקבל אותה כהתנהגות רעה, יכולה להיות גם התנהגות טובה. זה בערך
멸망됐죠. 콤송만의 독자들의 신마저 멸망했다나 멸망된 소 독자들의 삶에 네 독자들 괜찮아. 멸망 독자들 신마저 삼로된 독자.
Okay. Good question.
What is the question? Could you repeat please the question? I couldn't hear.
Okay. So I think I'm getting his question, and I think the question is whether we have to see the affliction itself is something wrong with it, or ourselves, the person who is, person himself or herself is.
But thinking the affliction is negative, is that the negativity?
Okay. So let's say affliction is negative. Okay.
Say laziness.
What's that?
Laziness can be.
Oh yeah, laziness is
good.
yeah.
Look at it as unrested.
Yes.
You can take 2 looks.
Mm-hmm. So the affliction, when you look at it, why we are thinking it's negative? Because it makes us unhappy. Okay. And it makes us unhappy because it is already diluted.
What is diluted?
Delusion.
Delusion. Like a delusion.
Yeah. With the it arises for a good point actually. We think I need to protect myself, then anger comes. Then you feel like I need this, then attachment comes. We are inviting a good, but something bad is coming with it. So we really don't know when that uninvited guest come inside us and corrupted us. We really don't know that. In order to know that, we have to analyze it a little bit, then go back. So as I went to the iPhone store and checked it, so whenever there is self-centered, that I, every time it uses some illusion towards us, so that's why we call it negative. But then when you just analyze it like Buddhists analyzing selflessness, you cannot find anything. But here we are just talking about on convention level, not the ultimate level. So convention level, we think this is bad, so we call it bad. So then the person who has this one, we say this is a bad person, right? But then we make differentiate. Because His Holiness is saying the action is, we don't support the action, but we support the person. Because this person is changeable. Last year he is an enemy of mine, this year he is my best friend. That person is changeable. But that action, we never support it, because once you have this kind of action in you or in that person, it really destroys us. Also, okay, so we have what kind of break do we have?
I think 1:30. Yeah.
1:30. It's a lunch break, right? Okay.